Well, guess we're installing an update first. You mean 1 minute? That was a few seconds at best. You know what? Let's move myself up there. It seems nothing's been in that spot until now. I still haven't seen Saint attacks yet, so I'm still not 100% sure where the best spot to stick my camera will end up being. For now, that works. What does that mean? Is it gonna like auto save over the manual? Yep, so I completely forgot about that. It doesn't even look like a shortest route in that screenshot, though. There, robot dudes, you're in the way. Thing's taking a little longer to kill than I expected. So is there a bonus damage for topple, or is that just a stun? Daze has to be bonus damage, right? Otherwise, what would be the difference between that and topple? Too much HP. Did I get that before the days went away? It's hard to tell. I hit the button like 10 times before it actually registered. The elite bonus 4, I still don't get that. Give me tutorials about everything but the important stuff. With my timing off with that slowdown. Hitting with combo hits used to not cause slowdowns unless they were a fusion art in 2. Or fusion combos hit. And the fusion combos, that made sense. It was also really epic. Why are we the scouts? I don't remember getting orders that we would be the scouts. How do you know? There could be scouts separate from them too. Why are you covered in dirt all of a sudden? We were just at a rest area. Where'd this guy come from? Who's he? Is he gonna die? Where's his red shirt? Are we commanders? I'm missing some important information here. Of course they do. Thing went down pretty quick. Come on, Light Skeeter. Pretty sure, based on various things, Break does absolutely nothing now except for set up the next combo hit. It's just kind of dumb. Gotta go get this piece of wood. Now we've got this main objective that we're racing against time for, but this piece of wood is more important. Reminds me, I was gonna replace Air Slash back with my AoE. Wool belt. I mean, when you only have 3 art slots, Shadow Ice doesn't really make any sense anymore like it did in 1. Where Shulk was the only character who didn't have more arts than he had slots. I like my AoEs on B, so... Now I just have to remember that I just put my back attack on X and we'll be good. This one actually looks like you might be able to see it. What is it with the English dubs of Xenoblade games and then making up bullshit slang that wasn't even in the original version? Can't they just leave well enough alone? Okay, it's time for the spark that's gonna start the game.
了解。目標の破壊を優先するためにアグヌス軍との戦いは避けたいな。
Never in the map, aren't I? Let me move down a bit. That's good. I don't think you really need to have you see the name of the area under the map. Still don't know what the point of the plot thing gauge is. It hasn't moved once.
そこをどいてくれ。任せな。吠え面かかせてやるぜ。こっちに来やがれ。助かった。
I know I'm supposed to be heading to this target thing, but I saw this wolf thing sitting here, and it looked at me wrong. And it just made that little cry.
やりたくはないけど、この道を塞ぐなら。また世話しねえな。
Oh, I'm level 11 already?
こっちに来やがれ。助かった。グラウンドビート。スラストエッジ。
Turning on me when I'm trying to get you with the back attack.
よそ見はさせねえ。絶好調だ。俺を見てな。ランス、気合が入ってるな。引きつけられねえ。
Oh, lands? It was way too easy to get AoE off. To get aggro off of you just then. Hit it with one art. We really need more variety in post-battle banter already. Look, it's some dudes. And that's what the AoE is good for. Hey, quit pushing me around. Spin their numbers. Who are these guys attacking? Are they attacking the big robot? What about thinning their numbers? Whatever. AoE on that is really narrow. And it's dead. Now, if these guys were halfway intelligent, they'd run away at that point. Why can't I have dual swords? I've got this giant-ass thing that doesn't make any logical sense. So that was a scripted fight? It seemed like a random battle. Why don't you do that more often? Also, why are we suddenly one-shotting everything? And why is her healing suddenly not shitty? Thank you, Hawkeye. Why can't you do that more often? There are those dual swords, twin ring clones like they were in 2.
命の火時計増えたけどへえこんなところがね
Great, so I can fast travel into the middle of this battle now. Do I get to select who I side with here? Yep, technically. Let's get that silver Nopon coin.
ここをどいてくれ私をなめんじゃねえぞお上手そこクラッシュアウトいいぞユニ何スラストエッジクライグラウンドビート
That didn't look like it hit, but it did. The range is a little bit better than I thought. So what's that team doing? It seemed to be a debuff against lands because he didn't have a little icon next to him. Right as I get my talent art.
なんか物足りねえなおいのランツが強い敵とやりてってよ
What Agnium dog tags do? And why are there so many more of them than there were people? How so?
でもあの光の柱の元へ行けばこっちに来やがれありがとう
So far, the op is just kind of, you know, the op. Nothing weird has happened yet.
こっちに来やがれ悪い助かった倒す決絶しやがれグラウンドビートならもっとやれるよな
Give me those random helmets. You know, armors are just collectibles and not actual armor.
スラストエッジならもっとやれるよなアッパースラッシュ崩す
Okay, now that's an icon next to lands.
よそ見はさせねえ俺を見てな頼りになる決絶しやがれスラストエッジよそ見はさせねえ俺を見てな今日のランチは頼りになるなそうだじゃなかったなこんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ
A couple of robots fighting each other. Let's. There we go. How was our little tiny tank guy have aggro instead of the big robot that looks like a face back on? Where are there random fires just in the middle of the ground? Where'd that one come from?
なんだこいつら人が乗ってないもんオートマトンってか
Nice that you said that in English.
あ、こっちに来やがれ。ありがとう。崩す。スラストエッジ。こっちに来やがれ。ありがとう。グラウンドビート。ちょっとばかし物足らねえな。ランス、気合が入ってるな。ボルテックス。この程度。スラストエッジ。こいつアッパースラッシュ。クラッシュアウト。
Tell me there's another class that canceling auto attacks into arts actually makes more sense on, because it seems to be a waste of time. I mean, a literal waste of time that I could be using waiting for the next recharge. Okay, it let me cancel from an auto attack to a talent art that time. Seems to be no consistency there.
みんな行くぞ。
いつも通り行こうぜノア。
クラッシュアウト。こっちに来やがれ。ありがとう。スラストエッジ。アッパースラッシュ。グラウンドビート。ズルッ。よそ見はさせねえ。俺を見てな。ランス、気合が入ってるな。
肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。
そこをどいてくれ。俺がいりゃ余裕だぜ。倒す。こっちに来やがれ。どうだ。ストエッジ。パースラッシュ。グラウンドビート。クラッシュアウト。
So am I going to unlock later the ability to cancel arts into each other, like that affinity tart thing in 2?
いけるいける。この
よそ見はさせねえ。俺を見てな。引きつけられねえ。エクシードバスター。
私の相手じゃなく
Let me cancel an auto attack into a talent art again. Why doesn't it always work, though?
そこをどいてくれ。俺がいりゃ余裕だぜ。一気に決める。
さすがだぜノア。
スラストエッジ。
絶絶しやがれ。
グラウンドビート。アースラッシュ。こいつで浮上だ。
そこ。
よそ見はさせねえ。俺を見てな。ランス、気合が入ってるな。クラッシュアウト。
Is that thing in the... I just noticed the thing in the top right, that number. Is that counting the number of enemies that are left in the battle?
ランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。
Got another fast travel point in the middle of the battle. But can't fast travel right now. I just thought I'd check. So no Xenoblade 2 bullshit fast traveling whenever the hell you want, even when it makes no sense. Okay. That was fun, though. And hilarious. Okay, he cannot see this one. It's not in front of his pupil. It's around his iris. Hey there, Vandam. Is your, this what happened to my, Merc Squad?
ケベスとアグネス両方が相手とはな当然か
Are you talking to yourself?
貴重なウロボロスストーン奴らだって必死にもならない
Get some strong guns if they can just one-shot everything. Even the mechs.
最後のオートマトンがやられた。ここはもう持たない。バトルユニットはまだ生きている。それでお前だけでもウロボロスストーンをシティに。うわっ、ジョー。
Yeah, that was even Zuo. These literally are those people from the Merc group. Goggles have got to be hurting your vision range. No peripheral vision at all. It's giving you tunnel vision.
すまない。俺がもっと慎重に索敵していれば。You.
Yeah, man. That's you. So how much longer before we find out what an Ouroboros stone is? They're gonna see us coming and they'll be like, wow, what are dudes without helmets doing here?
あれがエーテルゲンか。
さっきのオートマトンと同じ見たことない兵器だね。
俺たちは一体何と戦っているんだ。いや、俺たちだけじゃない。アグヌス軍も。
ここまで来たか。いっそここで。
おい、ノア。
男か。アグヌスの兵士じゃない。何者だ。オートマトンを操っていたのはあいつ。
Oh, ridiculously impractical weapon. Hey there, Mio. So, guys, you want to be a main character? You've got like 3 or 4 slots open. There's perks like free good accessories, screen time.
どうやら残っているのは僕たちだけのようだな。そしてあれが標的。
So they're wearing helmets, but we're not.
戦うしかない。
You're gonna have to sit. I gotta tell you, you're gonna have to take those helmets off if you want to be main characters. Even though otherwise you're not really dressed like enemy soldiers. You're not doing a great job of being an evasion tank. If you were able to use your evasion art and I still hit you. Guys, you're gonna have to do better than that if you want to be main characters. This is looking pretty one-sided. Thought we were supposed to be like even because we're both teams of main characters or something. The game can't decide who I'm targeting. I guess this guy's the healer. Seriously, these guys are trash. Gonna have to do quite a bit of polishing before we can make you guys into main characters. Now for the person who had what was formerly the most completely worthless weapon in 2. but it's completely different now because now it's an attacker weapon instead of a tank weapon. Okay, well, we're about to lose in the cutscene, aren't we? Oh, you don't have a helmet on. Now do you want to be a main character? Also, you were, like, completely collapsed on the ground. What happened to that?
こんな若い奴らが命削り合って俺はその命すら奪い取って
Is that a kindness? And she's pretty agile. She was just able to recover mid flying back from a jump thing. We kicked your asses in the actual fight. They weren't when we were fighting him. Like, for real. They went down pretty easy. I think they tell us he was an officer. Seriously, it was so one-sided in the actual fight that I was controlling. She is an evasion tank, so that's how that's supposed to be. She's probably like level 5. Probably a little bit over-leveled. Considering I've been killing every single enemy between here and there. That's rookie as shit. And why can't she do the same thing? Wouldn't that surprise cause her to change her rhythm? Apparently not. Okay, now you're panicking.
音が戦いが止んでいる。いつの間に。このままじゃいずれどちらかがやられる。いや、あるいは両方が。ここは何かがおかしい。戦ってる場合じゃない。
What strains is going on?
逃げなきゃ。逃げる。今俺はそう言ったのか。なぜだ。考えてる時間はない。ただの勘だけどこれは本物だ。
Yeah?
アグヌスの送り人伝えられるか。アグヌスの送り人だな。何？送り人なのになぜ戦う。私たちに剣を振る。お前が言うことか。今から落ち着いたって。
What are you talking about? You attacked them.
気づいちゃいない。わかるはずだ。この戦場に流れる音が。倒す相手がいるから戦う。
見逃しはしない。
ダメだ。この状況じゃそれがアグヌスの答えか。そうあっても
だからお前が言うことかと言った。
やはり倒すしかないのか。だけどあの身のこなし、少しでも気がそれたらやられる。
ケベスの送り人、お飾りって聞いてたけど全然違う。それにあの剣、何かおかしい。
What's up with what?
俺を。なるほどな。こんなとこに落ちたのもそのためか。
You gonna go into some fate bullshit now?
これが運命ってな
Yep.
らいいぜ。このゲルニカパンダム乗っかってや
何？
お前らなぜ戦う？戦い合う？
こいつ何を？
答えろ。なぜだ？
なぜも何も敵が目の前にいる。邪魔をするな。
目曇らせてんじゃね
He just knocked her out, so now how's he gonna hear the rest of the
え。あれだろ
speech that he's making?
う。俺だろう。なのに敵だからだ。その敵ってな、一体誰が決めた？なあ、それでいいのか。本当にそれで。
当然だ。多くの仲間の命が失われていった。こいつらの手にかかって。その言葉そっくりそのまま返してやるぜ。俺たちだってな、失っていろんなものを奪われて。
ちっとやそっとやり返したくらいじゃ収まらねえ。この瞳の日時計が満タンになったからってなくした気持ちは満たされねえんだ。だから
戦いたくて戦ってるわけじゃない。
ノア、
That's not what she
明
said.
日の命が目の前にある。だから戦うしかない。失うことも奪われることもその結果に過ぎない。俺たちは生きるために戦うしかないんだ。決めたやつがいるってんなら教えてくれよ。そいつのことを、そいつの居場所を。
I'd be the main character to
いる
them.
と言ったら、送り人か。託してみてもいいかもな。いいかよく聞け。お前らの本当の敵は。
They said the real enemy is never mind.
Moonba?
Yep. Too many death flags, man.
ユウだ。しまった。
It's the battle system from Marvel superheroes.
ミオ。
It gained sentience. Or maybe it had it all along.
なんだ。ムーバー。なんだあいつは。
この辺りにあんな生物い。
ユーニどうした。あいつ見たことあんのか。
あるわけねえだろ。
ノアは同じだ。あれは生物なんかじゃない。別の何かだ。
おいおい、そこで終わらせんじゃねえよ。とっとと続けろよ。殺し合い。
Why are you stopping him?
喋った。
メビウス。なんだ、こいつらが気になって戦えねえってか。しゃあねえな。んじゃ
Now, if you wanted to be really thematic, you would have squashed them into each other or something.
いいなあ、最高だ。二つの軍勢が一つの石ころのために殺し合うってのはな。さあ、目的のものは目の前だ。手にしてみろよ。手にするちょっと前にこの俺が殺してやる。最高だろう。最高にうまいぜ。その瞬間の命は。この野郎。ランツ、ユニ。
よくもハッターミオちゃん。
くそ。
They had a red shirt too. They have the same sling on both sides. That's not typical even of a civil war. I somehow had a chance to get in this thing. Nobody noticed.
そうだろうな。それしかないもんな。やろう。なんて力だ。けどな、ここで止まれるかよ。
やめろ。やめろ。
しぶぜえや。生きてんじゃ。
He's got a Monado slash Aegis sword looking thing. Oh, it didn't go black first before it went into that. That's an improvement. He resisted break. Didn't say immune though. Okay, this is a pretty easy fight. This is even easier than the fight we just had. We're definitely going to lose in the cutscene, though. Oh, break worked that time. Well, he's enraged. Okay, get behind the dude. Because invisible walls. Doesn't really do that much damage without daze. Oh yeah, it's a cutscene now, so we're screwed.
ありがとう。 礼言ってる暇あったらさっさと立ちな。あいつをやらなきゃ私らがやられる。
They weren't even involved in the fight we just had, and we still kicked his ass.
邪魔だ。足を引っ張るなら消えろ。偉そうに。
How was a healer good at blocking stuff? It's like runs counter to the whole idea of being a healer.
動け。動け。ここで動かなきゃ。あいつらは世界はそう来なくちゃな。ここまで来た甲斐がねえってもんだ。
とりあえず一匹目だ。
終わらせるか。
Body experiences are tight.
送り人ですか、宮城。
Why are there no subtitles for this?
誰かに見てもらいたくてここに。今ね、模擬戦のパートナー探してる。セナも悪くないんだよ。全然。これを私の全部をあげる。だから私の分までいい。今は走れ。
At least they're saying very, very simple phrases. Now I have the power of X-Men versus Street Fighter.
できたんなら仕切り直していくぜ。
No tutorial? Okay. Okay, just dodge this random shit. So where's the twin ring shit? Just doing a bunch of sword things. I've got a surfboard. sure is slow moving. That old trope of the giant thing being slow. Still can't cancel arts into each other. Now are we going to lose in the cutscene again? We won't have gone full Xenoblade 2 unless we do. Guess not. Oh, they've even got the one eye blinking at a time depending on who's talking, like Kamen Rider Double. See that sign that's also on my body? Here, there it is. That somehow is encoded with information on who these people are, I guess.
No, 今のお前たちなのか。ミオ、どういうことだ。説明してくれ。
どうって。
そこまでだ。お前ら武器を収めろ。もう敵同士じゃない。
敵じゃ
ない。
Alright, use your healing powers on him. It's JRPG world. You have healing powers. Use them. Dude is not dead yet, so you can use healing powers on him.
シワシワだな。
ああ。
廊下だよ、これは。
廊下？
まあ、初めてだろうな。俺のような人間を見るのは。どうやら成功したみてえだな。
成功？
お前らはウロボロスになった。瞳の命の日時計。
Ones that you can't see. You're just pretending to.
そういえば。
日時計の形が変わってる。
そいつはウロボロスの輪だ。よかった。お前らに託せて。その刻印10期後半。成人まであと3ヶ月ってとこか。
How can you tell that when there's just a number 10 marks and not an amount of that?
2年近くはありそうだな。俺は60年生きている。
And haven't had very good vitamin intake in that time.
お前らの6倍生きてきた。これが人本来の姿だ。それでもまだ終わりじゃない。こうしてやられさえしなければな。お前ら生きたいか。もっと生きたいか。お前ら同士が戦う必要はもうない。だが
命の長さは別だ。この先お前らをメビウスたちは決して見過ごさない。
Is there a log thing where I can go back in the dialogue? It's just
運命共同体
a
だ。
lot going on at once now.
その命を狙われることになるだろう。それでも生き延びたいと願うのなら目指せ体験の突き立つ大地。我らが希望
Base of the
知りよ
Mechon
お
sword.
前の本当の敵を倒すために、そして取り戻せ世界の秩序と命を。いいな、その命たった10年で終わらせるな。命を紡げるのはウロボロスとなったお前たちだけだ。
なあ、あいつ。
ああ、アグネスの送り人だ。
Noah, you're late to join in. Quit moping around like a main character. So who gets to keep his gear? This is already the third time I've seen Vandam die since I did play a New Game Plus in 2. Does combining their powers make it, like, affect very far off, or... 'Cause they were nowhere near them.
あとちょっとだったのに。
He had to grant all those death flags.
ありがとう。一緒に送ってくれて。
いや、これが俺たちのすべきこと。去っていく人の声を届けるのが送り人の役目だから。
去っていく人の声を届けるのが送り人の役目。うん。
帰るぜ、ノア、ユニ。ランツ。作戦は終了だ。生き残った俺たちには状況報告の義務がある。
僕たちもだ。帰還するぞ、ミオ、セナ。
だって
だってと？
その聞き方好きじゃない。
このままこうしていても仕方ないだろう。僕たちは多くの仲間を失った。コロニーに残る仲間たちへ伝えなきゃならない。
俺たちだってな。てめえらがシャシャリ出てきたせいで。
ほう。なら改めてここで決着をつけるか。
弔い合戦なら望むところだぜ。
ランツ。あ？そこまでだ。なんで？意味がない。本気か？さっきあの体になった時、彼女の思い、記憶なのかな。それがたくさん俺の中に流れ込んできた。一つ一つは断片的で詳しくはわからない。わからないけど伝わってきたんだ。彼女がケベスとの戦いの中で
いろんなものを失ってきたことが、とても大きな悲しみが。
あの体ってあれか、でっかい。
ああ、
That's the part you're confused on?
君の悲しみ伝わってきた。
だからって
その中の一つは
ミオ、
私たちがしたことかもしれない。戦いってそういうものでしょ。で、結局どうするも。せっかく夜が明けたのに、このままだとまた暗くなっちゃうもん。
そうですもん。時間の無駄ですもん。
わかった。戻ろう。いろいろあったけど、それが筋だ。ランツの選択は間違っちゃいない。ごめん、混乱させて。
いや、いいけどよ。
ミオ、僕らもそれでいいな。
うん。
というわけだ。君たちの帰還の無事を祈ってるよ。
お前らもな、せいぜい途中でのたれちなんよ。気をつけな。
次会った時は再び敵同士だ。それを忘れるな。
はっ、物覚えは悪かねえんでな。
So are we gonna switch perspectives now, or are you still gonna stick with Noah? I only ask because Noah's gameplay is kind of boring.
敵が来る。我々の敵が。
Hey there, pink dude.
Hey, you okay?
Huh?
I mean, you and the Aggie Nazi are transformed into that weird thing.
Yeah, well, for what it's worth, that didn't seem to do any damage or anything. It seemed like it did. It's like we seemed to be doing damage before we transformed. Everything seemed fine. Hey, Uni. Go ahead and take point looking for hostiles, will you, until we make it back to Colony 9. Even though you're the healer, and that makes no sense.
Gotcha.
Lance, that's not really You're the most depleted out of the lot of us, mate. I mean, putting out at least 4 times as many arts as you guys are. It's a long way to Colony 9. It really wasn't. If you want to make it back in one piece, you'll need to be careful. Much fighting on way back, probably. Yeah, you've got a point. So we done? Can we head on? You done? Don't forget me. What? Okay. Uni takes the healer role in her class as Medic Gunner. This was a really trash class in 1, but, you know. Had to have it on the party because you only have one healer. Healers play an extremely important role as they can restore hit points, HP, for those of you who have never played an RPG in your entire life, revive incapacitated allies, and provide various other means of support. Using arts that place field effects on the battlefield will cause the talent art icon to flat screen, and your talent art gauge will charge up a lot. Actions that support your allies, since applying buffs, removing debuffs, or raising fallen allies also count as role actions, charging your talent art gauge bit by a bit. By gaining the power of Ouroboros, the party were freed from the shackles of the flame clock. I'm not sure why that's a tutorial. Rare Quadwing. How do you disengage again? Okay, down. I guess it's down. Yeah. Go ahead and save. Villain Chapter 1, I see. This Vandom's death was not enough to end a chapter this time around. Hey look, a suicidal wolf. Oh wait, lesser wolf. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not controlling no one now. Let's heal nobody. I just healed nobody. I have gotten no talent art charge out of anything. Am I not allowed to charge my talent art yet? Is that like tutorial locked, or? Because I did just get a tutorial on how to fill it, and it's not filling. Yeah, we've just been fighting some. Yeah, it just made the talent art ring flash like it did something, but it didn't fill any. Hey, it's a red dude. Time to get affinity with somebody who probably hates us now. Okay, now that's just not fair. Guess we're not gonna do any combos on it, so I'll just go ahead and use my daze thing. Give me that flower.
グラウンドこのまま攻め切る。スラストエッジ。
私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
Still can't change characters freely. And it's still acting like Noah's first. Lasting weapon. What does lasting weapon build have to do with aquatic life? They just making up random names. I think I already said that before.
みんな行くぞ。
ああ、やってやろうぜノア。
ボールタッチ。
倒す。こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
アフタースラッシュ。
No time to heal my uninjured dudes.
このまま攻め切る。
Because I got nothing better to do.
そこ。私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
I wonder, can I fast travel right now? I cannot. So we're going into Xenoblade 1 levels of we're just not going to let you fast travel hardly ever.
よし、気を抜かずに行こう。
ラッシュアウト。こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。
倒す。
スラストエッジ。
あ、
このまま攻め切る。ラウンド
ドアならもっとやれるよな。
By the way, I'm a killing gunner, right? Why am I never shooting anything? I'm just whacking them with the gun.
悪い、助かった。
つけられねえ。こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
Is this really a gun?
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
Kind of a gun in cutscenes. They're calling it a gun, but I'm whacking things with it.
一気にやってやろうぜ。
まったく世話しねえな。アッパースラッシュ。こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
スラストエッジ。
こいつで
いけるいける。
ラウンドビート。
こいつでクローラー。
そこ、フラッシュブラスト。私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
邪魔せんならぶっ飛ばす。
まったく世話しねえな。
Okay, so the tutorial talking about quickly moving around with the thing, what it really meant was by pressing R button and sticking. What it really meant was you do a tiny, quick little step, and in the long run, it's probably slower than just running because there's a big cooldown on it. And by big cooldown, I mean you stand still all of a sudden. Hey there, Light Skeeter, who's way lower level than me. Time for you to die.
こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。いけるいける。この調子だ。
スラストエッジ。
俺だけでもいけたんじゃねえの。
肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。そこ、ボールタッチ。
スラストエッジ。
こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
避けたい戦いだったけど。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
ノア、大丈夫か。
雑で変な気分だよ。
I fought those guys on the way out.
一気にやってやろうぜ。
ああ、こっちは任せてくれ。何？グラウンドビート。
グラウンドフィーリング。
こっちに来やがれ。
ありがとう。
倒す。
決しやがれ。
こいつでどうだ。ファーストラッシュ。俺だけでもいけたんじゃねえの？
肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。
Is there any reason to hang out at the Brista area? I mean, I'm gonna do it, but
休憩も大事だからな。
barely got enough, don't I?
強くなった実感があるよ。
And that's how you use bonus XP, by swinging swords at the air randomly. Clean equipment. I guess that's how you don't look dirty anymore. Can't really tell a difference from here.
記録は大事ってな。
さあ行こうぜ。先は長いんだからよ。
一気にやってやろうぜ。
ああ、こっちは任せてくれ。グラウンドビート。
来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
崩す。
There we go. Still no progress on that talent art. It's definitely just locked out.
このまま攻め切る。
なんか物足りねえな。
おいのはランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。
Need those other guys to join just so we can get some new post-battle quotes that I will then get sick of just as quickly.
邪魔せんならぶっ飛ばす。
俺がいりゃ余裕だぜ。こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
グラウンドビート。
くらい。ラウンドヒーリング。
フラッシュアウト。
スラストエッジ。
くらい。
このまま攻め切る。
スプラッシュブラスト。
It really doesn't do much damage, does it?
私の相手じゃなかったな。
さあ、先へ進もう。
邪魔せんならぶっ飛ばす。
俺がいりゃ余裕だぜ。こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
スラストエッジ。
くらい。
よそ見はさせねえ。俺を見てな。
ランス、気合が入ってるな。
I think this is actually more boring than using Noah.
こいつでどうだ。俺たちもスラストエッジねえか。
エクシードバスター。避けたい戦いだったけど。
肩慣らしにもならな
Because
かっ
with
た。
her, I'm basically just waiting on the two guys to do everything. While pretending to contribute.
一気にやってやろうぜ。
まったく世話しねえな。スラッシュ。
一気に決める。
来やがれ。
ありがとよ。
倒す。
スラストエッジ。
決しやがれ。
クラッシュアウト。
グラウンド。このまま攻撃を続ける。
私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚 くびが出ちまうぜ。
ボルテックス。
アッパースラッシュ。こっちに来やがれ。
ありがとよ。
倒す。スラストエッジ。
絶しやがれ。
グラウンドビート。俺だけでもいけたんじゃねえの？
肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。
Sparkly things. Must go kill them because they're sparkly. It's your fault for being born with sparkles.
一気にやってやろうぜ。
まったく世話しねえな。グラウンドビート。こっちに来やがれ。
ワイン、助かった。クライスプラッシュブラスト。
こっちに来やがれ。ありがとう。
ラストエッジ。ノアならもっとやれるよな。
Whoa. Killing that enemy actually built it a little. So it's not completely locked out? So why is it never filling no matter what I do?
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
Die, Peacock Horse.
ああ、こっちは任せてくれ。
こっちに来やがれ。
ワイン、助かった。
スラストエッジ。
絶しやがれ。
グラウンドビート。アースラッシュ。
クライ
スラストエッジ。
いけるいける。この調子だ。
シュアウト。エクシードバスター。なんか物足りねえな。
おいのはランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。ボルテックス。
このまま攻撃を続ける。こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。
こいつで倒す。グラウンドビート。
絶しやがれ。
アッパースラッシュ。スラストエッジ。俺たちも息が合ってるじゃねえか。エクシードバスター。
私の相手じゃなかった。
Or I could get my completely useless heal up. Right before. Sparkly dudes. Must kill you, sparkly dudes. Their sparkly mutation is a travesty and must be
一気にやってやろうぜ。
removed from this world or something.
こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。いけるいける。この調子だ。私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃ。
So those AoE attacks didn't aggro these
一気にやってやろう
dudes
ぜ。
that were right on top of me?
こっちは任せてくれ。
このまま
こっちに来やがれ。
ワイン、助かった。
人任せ物足らねえな。
今日のランツは頼りになるな。
物足りねえな。
おいのはランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。
You're not sparkly, but you were friends with them, so you must also die.
余裕だぜ。スラストエッジ。こっちに来やがれ。
ワイン、助かっ
俺だけでもいけたんじゃねえの？
た。肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。
Alright, I need hyper jump boots.
もうすぐ渓谷を抜けられるな。
In the meantime, I've got some sparkles to kill.
報告したもんか。悩ましいな。
このまま攻める。
こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。スプラッシュブラスト。
グラウンドビート。
そこ。
スラストエッジ。いいぞユニ。
Noah's not even trying to get his position stuff right.
アッパースラッシュ。何？バレッタスラストエッジ。
スプラッシュブラスト。
このまま攻撃を続ける。なんか物足りねえな。
おいのはランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。
I'll leave level 20 dude alone for now. He's not like a unique or anything, so he might be doable even at my level, but still.
ぜ。
よし、気を抜かずに行こう。クラッシュアウト、一気に決める。
さすがだゼノは。くらえ、決しやがれ。
Yep, timed that well
俺を見てな。
for what good it does.
入ってるな。
くらえ、
グラウンドビート。
私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
そこボルト
こっちに来やがれ。
支援ありがとよ。
倒す。
決しやがれ。
このまま攻め切る。グラウンドビート。このまま攻撃を続ける。
私の相手じゃなかったな。
こんな雑魚相手じゃあくびが出ちまうぜ。
くらえ、
一気に決める。
さすがだゼノは。
こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。
クラッシュアウト。
いけるいける、この調子だ。ラウンドヒー
I
ル
wonder if that ring around Lance is.
避けたい戦いだったけど。
Just whenever I get a chance to play him, I'll know.
邪魔せんなら
Is he
ぶっ飛ばす。
eating the clipped inside of Peacock Horse?
こっちに来やがれ。
悪い、助かった。決しやがれ。
Hey, you didn't say Tails before using it that time.
このまま攻め切る。
ラウンドヒール。
ラウンドビート。
俺だけでもいけたんじゃねえの。
さあ、先へ進もう。
よっと。
Is it cutscene time?
リーク疲れたもん。早くお風呂に入りたいもん。いい気なもんだな、ノポンは。
あと少しでコロニーだ。もうひと踏ん張り。見ろよ。
But they've got glowy red eyes. That means they're not friendly.
やめろ。俺たちは味方だ。コロニーナインの。
聞こえてないよ、ランツ。
あいつら俺たちのことがわからないのか。どうする
But they've got red eyes.
ノア。
Quit being the main character for a minute.
今は応戦するしかない。
応戦って本気か。
当然殺さずにだ。
無茶言うぜ。ハードル高すぎも。
文句は後。来るよ。
I'm still using Uni. Okay.
支援ありがとよ。
Thank you, game. Means I'm basically just kind of watching this battle.
行くぞ。
They look pretty dead to me. I mean, seeing that they're not here anymore. Usually how death works in this world, I've noticed. That's your kill still right there. Skip to cancel just so I could do it.
なんだってんだよ。俺たちは味方だぞ。
キリがないよ、ノア。
So how are we going to get side quests from now on then?
世界が
Also, we had fast travel points in the middle of Colony 9.
コロニーに近づけば近づくほど包囲が狭まってくるみたいだ。仕方ない。さっきの場所まで戻ろう。
Very serious nod from a Nopon. Yep, good to see the same things happen to them. Probably could have guessed. So that's their right eyes that are red? Or, I guess, left from their perspective?
どういうことかわかる？太陽。
いや、あの光はまさか。
わかったの？
後で話す。今はここから離れるのが先だ。
Oh hey, perspective switch. Now controlling Mio. How defenders fight. Boss is Zephyr. Because, of course it is. Defenders draw an enemy's aggro toward themselves to prevent their allies from being attacked. Use guard and evasion arts to reduce the damage you take. Whenever you draw an enemy attention to yourself, your counter by camouflage blue. Well, that doesn't happen that often because the idea is to keep aggro, not let them take it and then take it back over and over again. Actions which interfere with enemy attacks, like blocking, evading, or interrupting them with reactions, also count as roll actions, charging your talent gauge bit by bit. Also, the art icons are squares and not circles. That's very Xenoblade 2. And a bunch of tutorials that didn't just show me. This means I have to go into the menu. Read that one already. Class Ogre. Go from Sword Fighter to Ogre. Instead of like Hammer Bro or something. It's Ogre. Has powerful solo attacks. Can nullify an enemy's balance of abilities. Good for unique monster and boss fights. Means he strikes against regular enemies, I guess. So you can nullify an enemy's guard with their stance art. Sounds more like Xenoblade 1 than 2, though. This is very much a Xenoblade 2 thing, though. Pivot to offense only after a defender has the enemy's aggro. Okay. Better tactician. Okay, one that's a little more normal. Can use arts that inflict sleep and increase evasion. Supports the party by debuffing enemies and mitigating damage with evasion. You're not saying anything about healing in that healer role. Heavy Guard, Zephyr. From Heavy Guard to Zephyr. I've already forgotten the names of the two sides because they don't say them often enough, but the Mio side is apparently the Weeb side. It sells an evasion arts and can counter upon evading an enemy's attack. It can also block and nullify attacks on nearby allies. Now let's check on their arts. And never mind. Okay, just because Noah hadn't been here, we've got the Fog of War up. We know these guys have been here, so... Shouldn't we still have map clarity because this is their perspective, not Noah's? Yes, I'm sure we've been here before, but we just discovered it.
コロニー艦前の帰還はなしだ。見つからないように遠くへ移動しよう。
了解。
Who's she supposed to be modeled after? Lightning Hammer Girl? I can't remember her name. Was it Electra? Or... No, that was the not. That was that other one. The one with the dumb quest about using her to control her zappiness. Because her personality seems kind of similar so far. What's this red wall thing going on over here? Can't get there. Guessing that treasure chest thingy is above.
Oh no! If they knew we'd come here.
You're the ones that raided the colony. I ain't letting you get away.
Oh, someone having real bad mood. Why? It's like nobody recognizes us.
Because JRPG magic. Because at this moment the point is moot. Clearly we ought to prioritize our physical safety.
But
Senna, come on. You don't want to get slaughtered by our allies, do you?
I don't get it at all. But we can't go back to Colony Gamma with things like this.
Because we totally couldn't tell that already.
Dion, is there somewhere we can hide out?
I suppose where we bade farewell to our new friends might do, in the middle of a freaking battlefield. Yeah, that's where we can hole up.
Understood. Let's try to slow him down at most.
Exactly my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
私がみんなを守る。
He had the tutorial on how to use her ways before the actual battle, so I've already kind of forgotten it. Accumulating aggro will draw an enemy's attention toward you. Using strong attacks and healing arts will accumulate a lot of aggro, so keep that in mind. An ally is under attack and at risk of becoming incapacitated. A good tactic is accumulate aggro toward yourself so they can continue fighting. So which of your characters may attack? My enemy's red or blue thread will connect the enemy and the character. This is not news. When the character is an attacker or healer, the line is red. Unlike defenders, defense isn't their strong suit, so it's your cue to be careful. The blue line indicates the enemy's target is a defender. Defenders specialize in taking enemy attention in attacks, so they should do just fine in this situation.
逃がさない。
Classes from, was it Keeves or Keves? And Agnes recharge their art gauges in different ways. Are you telling me? You charge by auto attacks like in 2? Charge build over time. Agnian, which I could have used to that explanation earlier without me trying to analyze the shit out of it. Agni and class arts gates is filled by auto attacking. And no shit and no shit and no shit. So basically what you're telling me is it is way more fun to play as Agnes people than it is to play as Keebs people, or Kibis, or whatever. For Agnian classes, canceling auto attacks into arts will boost the recharge quicker. Yay! Actual reason to cancel. I wanted to see what the Telenar did. Can I get to that treasure chest from here? Not used to playing tanks, so... You might as well be a high defense attacker the way this is going. Thank you, camera angles, for not letting me see what that just did. Something seems off. Is the timing seeming weird, or what's going on? Yeah, I'm not getting a bonus recharge for canceling like the tutorial said I would. Silver Nova coin sure did look gold. On the map, it looks like it all goes the same way, but it's one of those multi-level maps where it shows it all as if it's one level. Yay! Thank you for being a really shitty, useless map. Come on, I just did my high aggro thing. And he immediately takes aggro. Hey, my evasion art was over and it still missed. Yay! I don't have any AoE art, so take this, one enemy.
敵なら手加減はなしだから。ミオちゃんを怒らせたら怖いんだからね。エアファーこのまま攻めよう。さすがミオちゃんだね。そこを取りたい。
These guys just not have any combo arts because I haven't seen any happen.
よし、速やかに移動開始だ。
Great if I could check the arts menu and find out. Maybe I can now. Nope, still can't.
みんな気を抜くのはなしだよ。準備万端。
Definitely need to keep aggro from this level 7 hand, but it
エアファー博士絶好調だね。
might kill my allies otherwise.
ミオちゃん見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。
So what's that symbol mean? What? It's, but, okay. So there's more than one way to get to Colony Gamma?
みんな気を抜くのはなし
Good
だ
to
よ。
know, I guess. It's kind of funny how if you know where you are, why the map is still all cloudy-like, like you don't.
ミオちゃん見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。こっちを見て。
All that flourish really necessary. It takes way too long to pull your rings out.
わいこの調子で取り寄せた。さすがミオちゃんだね。そこを取りたい。
Combat is so much more engaging than Noah's. And I'm not even having to run, and I'm not even doing the run around to do attacks from certain sides thing, which would make it more engaging, you would think. But no, this is more engaging. Want to know why? Looks like I can use arts more often instead of standing here waiting on auto attacks. Why are auto attacks even a thing, by the way? I mean, I can almost understand back in the Wii days when the original came out. Keywords almost. This was still a long time after other action RPGs had shown there were better ways to do it. Like Dot Hack, which did basically the same thing but without auto attacks. Kingdom Hearts, which did basically the same thing without auto attacks. And then there's the Xenoblade 2 version, Dot Hack GU, which did basically the same thing as that without auto attacks. All it was is you fought normally with the normal face buttons, but to use arts, or I think they actually were called arts in that. It's been a while. It's been many years since I played that game. You like held R to use, and then use the face buttons as to use whatever art was bound to it as a shortcut while you were holding R. So basically, it became the Xenoblade 2 art shortcuts when you held down the button. When you weren't, you fought in real time instead of waiting on auto attacks. And you know what? Final Fantasy VII Remake does the exact same thing. Alright, so where am I supposed to go? Like go behind the waterfall or something? No? There? No? What?
こんなの私たちの相手じゃない。やってやるぞ。バタフライエッジ。それ。ワイドスラッシュ飛べ。
行け。
そこを取りたい。ミオちゃん見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。こっちを見て。
Get back out here.
このまま攻めよう。
since I'm an evasion tank, I should stay in the evasion up circle. If it'll stay in place.
よし、速やかに移動開始だ。
まだまだこれからだったのに。
Alright, need to figure out how I get to that. Now, if only this map actually made sense. Unfortunately, this map does not actually make sense.
こんなの私たちの相手じゃない。準備万端。いつでも OK だよ。このまま攻めよう。
相変わらず見事だな、ミオ。おぼろく。
よそ見はさせない。
相変わらず見事だな、ミオ。
使いこなせてきたかな。
Alright. So, where do I go? Okay, I've tried going there. Oh yeah, there's that show route thing. No matter how you look at it, that is not the most direct route.
邪魔するなら戦って押し切る。
サクは僕が打つとしよう。
エアパンク、ハンマーヘッド、ワイドスラッシュ、バタフライエッジ、そこを解いて。
優勢だ。このまま押し切るぞ。
I'm actually not watching the battle, I'm watching what's going on with the arts. I'm trying to figure out how it all works.
邪魔するなら戦って押し切る。
サクは僕が打つとしよう。
エアパンク。
Okay, so canceling an art gives bonus recharge to the other arts, not that art. Seems a little awkward, but I'll take it. As long as I can use arts more often.
気を抜くのもほどほどにな。
But level 9 unique monster, it doesn't sound hard. Just a location or a landmark? Yes, a location. So I wasn't paying attention to what was happening on screen at the time.
戦って押し切る。
サクは僕が打つとしよう。
ハンマーヘッド、ワイドスラッシュ、バタフライエッジ。
行け、優勢だ。このまま押し切るぞ。
Anyway, in any case, there's a reason to cancel into arts
余裕の勝利。
with Agnes characters.
なったかも。
Keva's characters, it just seemed to be
戦って
completely pointless.
サクは僕が打つとしよう。
Since
変わらず見事だ。
arts don't start recharging
これでどう？この調子でワイドスラッシュ。
until after you've used them,
速やかに移動開始だ。
basically they would start recharging again faster if you just went ahead and used it instead of waiting for an slow-ass auto attack to come out.
みんな気を抜くのはなしだよ。準備万端。いつでも OK だよ。エアパンク、ハンマーヘッド。ワイドスラッシュ。
優勢だ。
Yeah, it was up to lure.
これでラッキーのは切らない。こっちを見て。ありがとう。ワイドスラッシュ。そこをどいて。やったな。切れない。ハンマーエアファイト。
Wait, how did she just get aggro all of a sudden?
見てくれた？
見つかってしまったようだ。
バタフライエッジ。ハンマー攻めていこう。セーナー。
I mean, I was doing literally all the work.
ワイドスラッシュ。これでバタフライエッジ。
Back into the ring. Come on. Thing has pretty high evasion. You saw that ring right when that happened? That was me canceling into the talent art that's never going to do anything. For a well-wasted talent art. I'll never forget you for the next couple minutes.
少し変な気分だけど大丈夫。
There we go.
見事だな。
これでバタフライエッジの調子で攻め続けて。エアファイブ。そうだ。ハンマーミオちゃん見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。敵なら手加減はなしだから。ミオちゃんを怒らせたら。
Come on, stronger than normal quadring.
バタフライエッジ。これでエアファイブ。このまま攻めよう。さすがミオちゃんだね。バタフライエッジ。
Let me go over here just because. I have the high ground. Except not really. I have the high ground against your shadow. So does this thing have a shadow? I'm guessing these guys just don't have combo arts. Or is it that Noah's the only character in the game with break and everything is based on break? So everything has to start with Noah, which would just be ridiculously stupid. Like Xenoblade 1 combos level of ridiculously stupid. Where there were literally only 2 viable parties in that game, thanks to the way combo arts were set up. Lapdog Beast? Whose lapdog is he or she?
力を合わせて乗り切るんだ。
すぐに終わらせよう。
こっちを見て。
相変わらず見事だな。
Give me that aggro back. Where are all these other assholes coming from? Alright, Tyon, heal me. There's also some Xenoblade 1 other assholes coming out of literally nowhere in the middle of the fight. okay, I can't keep a whole group's aggro off of Tyon because I don't have AoE arts. Now if I let up on the unique monster, it's gonna turn its eyes on Tyon, and then I'll just be screwed. Okay, does that kill still count? It does. Okay. Of course I can't. You are sparkly, therefore you must die. This is the same one I fought earlier. Is it just back? Why do you have camaraderie with a bird anyway, dog? What? Did my allies just kill that thing while I wasn't paying attention? Does one of my allies have blowdown? I'm guessing Hammer Lady? I pressed A to draw weapons and it didn't work. What's with all the crazy dramatic battle music when I'm just fighting normal wolf dudes?
セナケベスの奴らを心配してどうする。もう忘れるんだ。
みんな気を抜
Yeah,
く
it is a
の
little
私よ
weird for Senna.
こちらの戦力なら問題ない。
She hasn't had the memory thingy happen yet.
エアパこのまま攻めよう
相変わらず見事だな。
Okay, that looked like the effect of a topple, but
これで勝率は上がったはずだ。
これでもっと戦えるはいこんなものかな
気を抜くのもほどほどにな。
バタフライエッジハンマーヘッド
what does the blue circle around defenders mean? I was always wondering that with lands, but I figured it would let me know when I finally got to play a tank, but it kind of didn't. I still don't know what it does.
よし、速やかに移動開始だ。
まだまだこれからだったのにこんなの私たちの相手じゃない
こちらの戦力なら問題ない。
エアパこのまま攻めようさすがミオちゃんだね
Did it just puke on me? That's gross, Nintendo. And not a lot soft. And Nintendo who okayed that.
エアパンチ飛べ
激浪。
ハンマー攻めていこう
よし、速やかに移動開始だ。
軽い運動にはなったかもみんな気を抜くのはなしだよやってやるぞこれでなエアパンチビッグインパクトワイドスラッシュこれで戦いを解いたエアパンチハンマーヘッド
激浪。
こんなものかなまだまだこれからだったのにこんなの私たちの相手じゃない
Yep, short bursts.
やるぞバタフライエッジハンマーヘッドエアパンチだね私たち余裕の勝利
Dare you be a wasp in my
ほど
presence.
ほどにな。
It's near the end of summer after all.
私たちの相手じゃない
すぐに終わら
Not
せよう。
stabbing anyone on my watch.
エアパンチハンマーヘッド
おぼろ。よし、速やかに移動開始だ。
まだまだこれからだったのに
So, what's with the glowy shit? They beat us here. And I did run in circles for a while.
お前ら。いつまでこうしてい
That
る
was
つ
a
もりだ。
weird
敵
transition.
であるこいつらと。
ああそう
And
だ
they waited till
気分
night to
が
have
いい
this
もんじゃね
discussion.
右に同じ
それはこちらも同じだ。
太陽その言い方は少し抑えて
お前ら生きたいか。もっと生きたいか。
生きたいか。みんな生きたい、生き延びたい。
Means it's time for me to get a main character red jacket.
そんなの当たり前だろ
ならさ、目指してみないか、シティ。
お前いきなり何言って
世界が敵って話、多分本当だ。もうコロニーには戻れない。
あの瞳、兵士たちの赤い瞳、奴と同じだった。
うん覚えてる
これは推測だが、兵士たちには僕たちの姿が敵に見えているんじゃないか。
赤い瞳のせいで
そうだ。
けどなんだってコロニーの兵士たちがあいつがやったってのかどうやって
方法はわからないが、そう考えれば辻褄は合う。
He threw a Death Eater mark up in the air. That's what he did.
このままバラバラに逃げ回るより、お互い協力し合った方が生き残る確率は上がる。だろ？
確かに否定はできないが。
どうせ逃げ回るの
While you're at it,
何か
comb your hair a
持ってき
bit.
た方が良くないか？異なった者同士の同じ目的、そういうやつ。
もっと生きれるってやつ？
お前、成人の儀はどうすんだよ。
それ本気で言ってる？無理なの、うすうす分かってるだろ。何があっても受けたいってんなら止めはしない。だけどそれにはまず彼女たちを切らないとな。そもそも俺たちの目標ってそこなの？
昔見ただろ、成人の儀。
受けられたとして何が残る？
称えられていただろ、大勢に。あの輝く台の上で。
俺にはムクロの上にいるように見えた。命の上にひざまずいているように見えた。俺たちが残すものってそれでいいのかな？
だったらどうしろってんだよ。
答えなんてすぐには出ない。そんなことぐらい分かってるさ。
I do know one thing.
答えが出ない
You're
なら
way better than Ryan,
それを見つけてみるってのはどう？
even though you're still kind of annoying.
俺たちにこの力を託した理由、本当の敵って言葉の意味。
で、シティ？
あ、
確か体験の突き立つ大地って。体験ってあれだろ？南の果てにあるあのでっかいやつ。本当の敵を倒し、秩序と命を取り戻す。
Lord Valley is perpendicular to the ground now, though. Is there like artificial gravity?
見よ。
私もあの人の言葉信じたい。それにあれだけ
Trusting Vandom is just what you do after all. He's Vandom.
こいつらは敵だぞ。
敵であったとしても。
Comb your hair. Everybody else has time for that. Why don't you?
はい、私もミオちゃんに賛成。
You know, Mimi does not really make much sense as a nickname for
構
Mew.
っているから反対はしないが。
なんだよその目は。そういう無言の圧やめろって。
あちらさんはああ言ってるけど、
拒否権なんてねえんだろ。
Sure you do.
しゃあねえな。
よし。俺の名前はノア、コロニー9戦列特務小隊所属。見ての通り送り人をしている。この3人、ランツやユーニやリクトは訓練兵時
Oh
代
yeah, the Nopon are here too.
趣味はやっぱりこれかな。教練で教えられた戦律じゃなくて、いつか自分なりの戦律を奏でたいって思ってる。以上。
なんだよそれ。いきなり自己紹介とかおかしいだろ。
この先必要だろ。
必要ってお前。
Let's see the Nopon fuse. They were there too, after all, when the thing
コロニ
exploded.
ーガンマ軍楽隊所属の送り
Don't be
人だ。
racist toward the Nopon and say they can't fuse.
結構俊敏なのが自慢かな。100メテリは7秒台。そりゃ早いな。あと趣味は日記。日々を書き留めるのが好きで
You learned that one from
毎
Bridget?
日欠かさずつけてます。私はユーニ、コロニー9の特務小隊で送り人の護衛をしてる。こいつらとは生まれてからの腐れ縁。 得意技はラウンドヒーリング。仲間をみんな回復できる優れもの。趣味はフォーチュンクローバーを集めることかな。私はセナ。ガンマに配属されてからはずっとミオちゃんと同じ部屋でした。得意技はバカ力かな。
So how much energy does it take for your hair to be flaming all the time?
趣味は筋トレです。へえ、趣味
Are
が
you like
筋ト
extra
レって
hungry?
ランツと一緒じゃん。
Was it Lance's turn?
僕はタイオンだ。コロニーガンマ地形局作戦立案課に所属している。今作戦では送り人護衛の任についていた。
得意技、
得意技なんてあるか。
Your weapon says otherwise. Apparently it has a will of its own.
得意技など語ったところで無意味だ。趣味もない。
Hobby is wearing glasses.
リクもコロニー9ではメンテナンスとクラフトを担当してたもん。あとこいつらはリクのお供も。こき使ってくれていいもん。
なんだよ、お供って。
マナラですもん。ミオさんたちのコロニーで料理を担当してたですもん。煮物、焼き物、揚げ物、なんでもござ
They'll
れ
be
です
eating
もん。
better now at the
豪華
rest
肉の
stops.
目玉だって美味しく調理いたしますもん。
目玉。
送り人の正体にノポンが配属されるのはどっちも一緒なんだね。
ああ、意外な部分で共通
So
項が
one's a mechanic and one's a cook. What's their purpose in the squad?
ほら、
Could have sworn that other guy was more stubborn than you. Guess
ノア
not.
と同じコロニーの出だ。正体ではディフェンダーをしている。得意技は勝手に想像しろ。茶番だろこんなの。
でも現実だ。受け入れてどうするか考える。
受け入れるのを考えはしねえんだ。たく、わかったよ。いいぜ。
Look, did the Nopon join the party now?
いいのかよ。
仕方ねえだろ。こうなっちまったからにはよ。で、まずはどうする？
Your eyebrows.
少し離れたとはいえ、ここはまだコロニーの索敵圏だ。幸い、ここから南にはコロニーは展開していない。そっちは？
私たちのコロニーも展開していないはず。なら、まずは南？
ああ。って、ユーニ、何してるんだ？
いや、服、戦闘で汚れちまったろ。
See if you find a red
着
jacket
替
in
えられ
there
そうで
for
も
me.
ねえかなって。
We can clean our clothes at wrist stops
これ
though.
なんか良さそうじゃね？私も着替えたいな。このままじゃね。
Go to a wrist stop and select
服
clean
だけじ
clothes.
ゃない。今後のことも考えて、使えそうなものがあればもらっていこう。
I'm acting like the leader already. We didn't say, you know, which side should the leader come from? It's like, no, we'll just, Noah's the leader. Because he's the one who's going to get to wear the red jacket in a minute.
What's in store for us, you think? Actually strips that you're probably as in the dark as any of us, Noah.
No, I'm totally not. I know everything that's happening. Didn't you know that I'm the main character? Spark it all. I hate that slang term, whatever it's supposed to be. Never rains but it pours, eh? I grab some dog tags. Wait, why is Uni grabbing them? I was controlling Noah.
ネームタグかな。
ゲルニカ・パ
He said his name. You have a bad
この
memory.
人の名前か。
よかったよ。
え？
どこの誰かもわからないままなんて。
He said his
なん
name.
か嫌だなってさ。
そうだな。覚えておこう。俺たちに新しい目標を、選択肢を与えてくれた人の名だ。
So was that optional? Because
Doesn't look like there's much we can make use of here.
that was very insightful. Brand new people, we are just getting to know. We have one sentence to say to each other. Proper hunting now, Noah. This is no time for tomfoolery.
We should gather up anything that looks useful for the road ahead. And now looking for foodstuffs.
I mean, she is the cook. I guess that makes sense. We couldn't have foreseen that events would take this particular turn. I'd have to call you psychic if you could. Give me my main character, Red Jacket.
これ、全部服のコンテナだ。
That is a weird coincidence.
腕がうなるです
装備品のコンテナもあるな。俺たちのとは仕組みが違うみたいだが、なんとかなるだろう。
どうしたの？サイズが合う服ない？
これ、生地が随分と薄くないか。このままでは心
We did seem to need laser weapons to get past your armor before.
マシと思わなきゃ。それとも体温だけそのままで
Go to rest stop, clean clothes.
背に腹は変えられない。
このジャケットちょうどいいかも。私はこれにしようかな。色もいい感じ。
It looks awfully shiny in that.
点でもないんだな。
着古されてはいるけど、生地は傷んでない。
And it's a red jacket, and I'm the main character.
変わったデザインのが多いね。
Yes, red jacket for main character is a pretty classic thing. It's not as common these days.
結構動きやすいぜ、これ。本当？同じのもう一着ない？いや、こんだけ。そっか。何？着替えないの？
I've got to put this red jacket on. It takes a whole 2 seconds.
ブーツはそのままでいいんじゃないか。待ってくれ、僕も。
なんだあいつら。そこで着替えりゃいいのに。わざわざ向こう側に。
They Was that thingy exploding the equivalent of eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge? The Garden of Eden? Boots are still pretty dirty.
Soれって。
私の時間。忘れてて、いきなりその時が来たら困るでしょ。今日でちょうど残り3ヶ月。あと3ヶ月で私はこの世界から消える。ずっと考えてたんだ。私に何ができるのか、何を残せるのかって、そんな思いの人 たくさん送ってきた。
それであの人の言葉を信じたのか。もっと生きたい？
どうかな。どっちでもいい。でも君と私、こうして一緒にいられる、これってすごいことだと思う。あの人が言ってた場所に本当に希望があるのなら。
それが君の残したいもの？
ミオでいいよ。
That conversation was pretty dang different between English and Japanese.
何かを残せた人は満足だったのかな。
Okay, we're getting back on track now.
残された人はそれを受け止められたんだろうか。
興味深いね、それ。
ずっと考えてる。残すものと残されるもの、そのつながりが示す意味を。
つながりか。重いよね。
ああ、命だからな。
But who's this? Not taking his dog tags, taking his eye patch. Huh. This must be the end of chapter 1. Interesting looking cursor.
記録しておかないとな。
It still says chapter 1 on the save thing, so maybe not the end of chapter 1? So it's ordered it in terms of the fighters are at both ends, then the defenders are just inside of them, and both of the healers are in the middle. Now let's find out if the saves work the same way as they did in previous games, and this means we're still in chapter 1.
アグヌスとケベスが行動を共にする。タイオンは少し不満のようだけど、あの時の彼の思いは私と似ていた。
Sense.
みんなが生きる道を探そう。それが私のやるべきこと。
Is this the flashback? It is.
泣くなランズ、泣いたって変わらない。今は走れ。息が切れても走るんだ。
ノア、こっち。ここを抜ければ外に出られる。
わかった。
そんな。
くそ、あと少しなのに。
And that is when Zeke showed up to save the day. Okay, it looks like a ninjakin and a rapier. Hey, I remember you from being as being some of the random people who happened to be there when I was killing some mechs.
すまない。はあと一刻早ければもっと多くの命を救えたのに。私はコロニー4のエセル。白金のエセル。
Are we gonna meet her at some point
まだ
later?
3期なのにコロニーを白金まで押し上げたっていう、そう呼ぶ者もいる。だが人を測るのは色ではない。ここだ。いいブレイドだな。
Said that in English because important, I guess.
Ah, 強え強え。因果の流れってのは強烈だな。まんまと目覚められちまったぜ。
大口叩いて飛び出していった割には情けない成果だね、リー。
そう言うなよ、P。役目はきっちり果たしてきたんだからよ。
で、この盛大な賭けは結局誰が勝ったんだい？
はあ、ドローなんだな。コロニーを2つも使ったのに。
You Turkin.
最初からオイラが出ていれば速やかにことを運べたんだな。
ジェイたっての希望だよ。それは共有されていたはずだが。
なれば次はこの私が。
I'm standing sideways to be dramatic.
討伐戦で散々楽しんだろ。今度は私の番だ。
祝宴の囚人より創造しいな。
ベト。
たとえ
Design
そ
Krillian
のせき止めようと、わずかな隙間を作り、再び流れ出そうとする。
それが因果。伝えておいたはずだが D。
またお揃いかよ。
So, why are they in shadows?
言ってくれるな。
仰せのままに。で、
さて、こたびはどこへと流れゆくのか。
You guys dancing or? I am with guy who needs to comb for once.
起こしちまったか。朝っぱらからあんな規制を発されちゃ誰だって起きる。でなあ、これか。俺らもノアとミオみたいになれねえもんかなと思ってさ。みたいにと、あのウロボロスのことか。
あれすごかったじ
See,
ゃない
what you do is you bro
私たち
fist.
もなれれば生存確率上がるかなって
No bro fist?
なぜなれると思った？
だって
結論に至る思考の過程だよ。あの姿、ミオとノアだけが可能かもしれない。
でもあのメビウスお前たちって言ってたでしょ。だから
自分たちもなれると思ったと？そもそもなんでその組み合わせなんだ。仮になれたとして僕とランツかもしれない。
それはなんとなく。
勘だよ勘。の悪いか？
Because they both like working out.
ならこの僕は彼女となんだろうな。まったく羨ましいよ。羨ましいって何が？やめておくよ。朝からいがみ合いたくはない。何しろ運命共同体ってやつらしいからな、僕らは。
想像つくけどまた意地悪なこと考えてたでしょ。
想像に任せるよ。
案外正しいかもよ。
見よ。
俺たちはみんなあの場所にいた。そこに差はなかったろ。
しかしだな。
差があるとしたら、あの時俺はみんなを守りたいって思った。そしたらあの姿になっていた。
それが君の言う差か。
ああ。
思いが高まればあの姿になれると？
多分ね。
The bro fist.
わだかまりがあるうちはダメなんじゃね。
僕が
Not much of a stronger desire than bro
君
fisting.
にはないと？
あたしは無理に決まってるだろ。
ユウに。
だってさ、今すぐ同じ気持ちになれなんてのは無理かもしれない。
You guys even know how to do it at
希望
will?
ぐらいは持っておいてもいいんじゃない。
まあ、君がそこまで言うのなら。
I want to dope on Ouroboros. Hey, everyone ready?
Yeah? Tasty treats, check.
I just took a quick look-see, and this equipment seems surprisingly quality. It's weird grammar. Don't you think?
Yeah, looks that way. That city we're headed for looks like it'll be a long journey.
At least a couple chapters worth of journey, probably. I found us a route heading south. Will that work for you? Well, what work? The fact that you found a route?
Thanks, darling. I guess this means all of our iris things are synced up with each other now. Somehow. Hey, you've got some real handy data there. I guess we should head through the caves and toward Milic Meadows first then.
Chin up, guys. Let's get going. Okay, hold ZL and press L or R. Well, I haven't used Senna yet. Doesn't change the order up here. Let's see what these do. I already know what these do because I've seen it, but I didn't see stats on them, I guess. Aggro generated by 70. Okay, so that aggro plus thing meant that it did more damage if you have aggro, not that it gives you aggro. It's good to know. I mean, I'll take relative invincibility over not having much critical, especially when the power multiplier is that freaking high. Glow ring. So target lock debuff, I guess, makes it to where they can't aggro towards someone else. Speed Demon. Boosts evasion by 30% and reduces damage dealt by 15%. F that. Be dealing damage during that time, plus it reduces the upcoming damage. For how long? I don't know. None of these are combo arts, because of course they aren't. I'd like to put Ether Cannon on, but the other three are just too necessary. Okay. All allies, when art hits to a maximum of 150% of healing power, does decent damage. Overfall. One target does ether defense down. Heals for AoE over around users for a decent amount. Evasion up and radius. Front AoE with the evasion down debuff. Dark Banner inflicts sleep. Yeah. Whatever, we'll go with that. Slow down, knock back. Okay, so nobody has launch or anything like that. Let's blow down in front. Doesn't seem great though, because generally attackers are going to be attacking from the sides. The only way that'll be different is if I'm controlling her directly. That does not back no matter what. This recharges super freaking fast. And it's an attack from the side. Damage dealt with attacking dazed. Dance. Attacks become unblockable and damage dealt is boosted by 20%. Seems a little nits-like. Maybe later. Let's go ahead and switch out Big Impact for Cannonball. And then switch it out again for... Actually, no. Switch Hammerhead for Giant Swing. You need to yell it out in the menu. Pressure drop. Her talent art has launch. And I'm guessing launch doesn't work against an enemy that's already dazed, only if they're still only toppled. So that's going to be real hard to time with a talent art. Well, you have the option of dazing them or instead launching them. So yeah, you can't launch if they're already dazed. I could do the whole prioritize launch thing, but since that's a talent art thing, and it's really hard to build talent arts on attackers apparently, so that's what the blue ring means. I don't think I had any skills on Mio that did that, though. Be in battle to change tactics, I guess. Pressing minus, there we go. After toppling into smash, damage focused or burst effect focused. I'd rather do more damage. CL left to direct your party down a route. Is toppled, hit them with an art that has the launch reaction. For the duration, all attacks will be guaranteed to hit, as well as dealing greater damage. So what you mean is launch is great. It's toppled, hit them with an art that has the daze reaction. For all attacks will be guaranteed to hit and will not generate any aggro. So both are guaranteed to hit, but one is don't generate aggro, which seems pointless. Because that's both tanks and attackers and healers, and so it's not generating aggro. Actually, healing arts, it's not saying those don't generate aggro. Anyway, seems dumb. This is deal more damage. Why wouldn't I want to deal more damage? Just kill the thing and get it over with. Yay, focusing attacks. Still haven't found a great situation for that. At least not when I wasn't already fighting only one enemy anyway. Only healers can perform. Can they do it as much as they want? I just haven't seen a gauge for it. He was close anyway. Now, we haven't done anything yet for it to matter, but let's clean our equipment.
これでよしと。
さあ行こうぜ。先は長いんだからよ。南へ進むにはあの洞窟を抜ける必要がある。
Good to know.
どうしてお前が仕切るんだよ。分かってるっての。
Thought we agreed Noah was going to be the boss. He's been making all the speeches. Get back here. Find something a little stronger to actually get a feel for what he's like. He's really slow. Here, bats. Get you for every time you've ever knocked me off a platform in any game. Time for field skills. Why aren't the two muscle people doing this? Only one muscle person and the nerd. Still getting the same post-battle dialogue, even though the party's changed this much.
なんか落ち着かねえな。やりづれ。
それは僕たちも同じだ。
みんな行くぞ。
いつも通り行こうぜ。ノア。ワイドエリア。さすがだぜノア。バタフライエンジン。ミオちゃん、見てくれた？うん。セナかっこよかったよ。 景色だね。
周囲を怠らずに戦おう。
This gonna be a secret area.
無理はすんな。なんか物足りねえな。
おいノア、ランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。あの装置まだ使えそう。試してみましょう。
Me, because I'm the leader.
ここをこうして。
よし、いいぞ。
We just open a Dark Souls shortcut. I think we just opened a Dark Souls shortcut. And I can fast travel. So I'm limited in where I can fast travel to. But I can fast travel.
Oh.
誰かさんのおかげでフォローは慣れてんだよ。見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。
This might be the most overpowered low-level party ever.
ミオちゃん、見てくれた？セナかっこよかったよ。いい景色だね。
ってこっちじゃないよな。アルフェト渓谷に戻っちまうぞ。
みんな行くぞ。
いつも通り行こうぜ。ノア、激怒！この調子で攻め続けて。こっちは見て。ありがとう。
なんか物足りねえな。
おいノア、ランツが強い敵とやりてってよ。ハンマーヘッド！一気に決める。さすがだぜノア。やりた！私の相手じゃなかったな。まだまだこれからだったのに。
Really want to get a launch off, but everything's too weak. I need to fight a unique monster for that. So when did we get insane attacks? Why don't we just go straight into this cutscene?
みんな、ちょっと聞いてくれ。
どうした急に。
言い忘れていたことが一つある。
ご飯当番の割り振りについてですもん。
いや、これから先できる限り戦闘は避けようと思うんだ。
No.
もしケベス、アグヌス、そのどちらと戦うことになっても
So that's what you mean.
殺すのはなし。どうかな。
別に反対はしねえけど。なんで？
仲間に刃は向けられねえってか。
戦闘不能にしろってこと？
戦意喪失でもいい。
勝手なもんだな。
え？
これまでは敵として殺してきたのに。お前
Comb your hair.
もう命を奪う必要はない。だったら敵じゃない。意味を見出したいんだ。この出会いに。
出会い？
あの時君らと出会わなかったら今のこの状況はなかった。
ケベスとアグヌス、 両方から追われてても？
追われたなら逃げればいい。だろ？
新しい選択だね。
あの体験まで全速力で。はあ、たくなかなか馴染まねえな。
無理もないよ。いきなりだもん。
だよ
Aren't
な。
you the most stubborn one?
変わった模様だね。
お前らだってその胸でピカピカ光ってるやつ。
これ元からだから。
俺だって別に変わってるだなんて思ったことねえよ。
当たり前のもの、当たり前のこと、結構違うんだね。お互いの世界で。
世界は関係ない。およそ常識なんてものは疑ってかかった方がいい。立つ場所、見る位置でいくらでも変わる。
No pun or no pun
体
though.
温らしい。ねえ、そういうの疲れない？
別にこれが僕だ。
ふーん、私はあるがまま受け入れる方が楽だけどな。
確かに楽そうだな。
He's the tactician. That's his job not to take things at face
楽
value.
そうと思っただけだ。
違う、絶対した。こいつバカじゃねって思った。
くだらん。この話まだ続ける気か。
続け
You're
るに決
been
ま
bro
ってるだ
fist
ろ。
already.
はっきりさせるまで。
時間の無駄だ。実にくだらん。
I mean, she has a gun. She could do it.
What's that? Hey, maybe you can see that Veronis over by the side of the big outcrop there, right? The Veronis. Is it something made of iron? Oh yeah.
Odd. I don't have any data about a colony established in this locale.
Odd for sure. Though take a good look, isn't it kinda old?
It does look like it's seen quite a bit of service. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they make them like that anymore.
Do you think it's safe to be around?
Resolutions are dropped all of a sudden.
You're freaking me out here a bit here, Mio. Sorry.
She said Mio, not you, though. I don't think an apology is necessary.
Do you think there could be some useful resources and stuff in there still?
A possibility, certainly. It's in the general direction of our objective. Why not investigate it? I'd have done that without you telling me to. Alright, let's check it out. So is there a way to, put the line to the side destination and not the main quest destination? Thing big means probably high level, right? Back here. You're back here. You have a red exclamation point. It means I need to kill you. I'm not really sure why, though.
注意を怠らずに戦おう。
誰かさんのおかげでフォローは慣れてんだよ。
That happened.
こっちに来やがれ。
still only have one art in the entire party that can do break, and one art in the entire party that can do topple. And no smash. All that time and a combo never got started. Level 80. And he wasted break on this thing. Alright, I have launch ready. Somebody combo this thing. Okay, a downward smash launched it. It didn't last very long. Not sure that was really worth all the trouble. Alright, let me try Tactician Dude. Those dudes over there doing? Am I gonna get to decide who to side with between the crabs and the frogs? So how do I tell when auto attack hits with this guy? It's just a bunch of shit just flying everywhere. Yeah, I can't tell when the cancel timing is. I'm basically just guessing based on rhythm. Yes, I know. Which button is Uni, Neo? Let's go. Bonus XP and gold or no pawn. I still don't know what no pawn coins do, but I'm assuming it's important. I think just all attacking us though. Oh, so... I understood that wrong. Can I kill these things now? No? No? We're just their friends now? Okay. Hey, thing is right in front of me. Why can't I target it? Pretty dumb. Oh, it ambushed us because I couldn't target the thing because game mechanics. It'd be great if there were an indicator of who has talent art ready at the time, so I could switch to them and use it or something. So for multi-hit auto attacks, you can cancel after 80 hit and it still counts. What? Seriously? I was literally in the middle of a fight.
Who's this?
They're eating grass, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, quite a number too. They're pretty far apart though, so I probably can pick them off one at a time just fine. Reckon they've staked the Furonis as their turf? We'll have to get rid of them before we can search for salvageable materials. Obviously. I doubt they're going to decide where they're friends like those other ones on that island.
Sounds like a plan.
Enemies that are close together tend to attack in groups. Blur. Yes, I know about blurring. These dudes are so far apart from each other though, who cares? Sudden wave of nausea just hit me. It's very important that we use lure in here. Hard button combination to hit. Okay.
速やかに移動開始だ。
肩慣らしにもならなかったぜ。任せて。
Seems prudent to start with tank,
周囲を怠らずに戦おう。
then switch to attacker after doing tanky stuff. Auto attacks are so slow in this game.
物足りねえな。
おいのあ、ランツが強い敵とやりてえってよ。
周囲を怠らずに戦おう。
誰かさんのおかげでフォローは慣れてんだよ。ジャイアントしやがれ。
スラストエッジ。バタフライエッジ。グラウンドビート。
これで
Of course, I switched to her right when she has no arts ready.
全部倒せたな。
そうだな。コンテナを確認しよう。
You can't even let me open the things in peace. It won't budge. Because Frontis is low on power. If we bring it online, containers might open. And Frontis of this type, power compartment usually located over there. Are you pointing or something? Over there doesn't really mean much by itself. Okay, let's take a look then. There's going to be a boss or something up there written there.
もう夜かよ。
He's a slow climber.
手伝ってもらえる？
Help me out with this.
行くよ。
Let's go. Evo, basically. How does it look, Riku? Man, power level is at precisely 0, so Riku cannot say one way or other. Well, you just said it's at 0.
Is without a flame fluff, it really was kind of a lone slap.
But we could force open the containers, they don't look so tough. Could destroy the contents, though. If you're confident you can do that without breaking the contents, be my guest. No promises. Stop, no need for gratuitous violence. We can solve problem with ether cylinder. Oh, ether cylinders. I remember those. Riku surely have one somewhere. Where did you just pull that from? Meh.
And my eyes deceive me, or is it flat out empty?
To be honest, I wouldn't know what it looks like, whether it's empty or not. Back at the colony, we'd always complain about how we were short on this or that. But even a fraction of the supplies there would be more than we have now. Now that we're away, I'm sure we'll miss home ever more keenly. Homesick already? Just left.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but we just need to supply it with ether to get it running, right?
Does key count? Just power up while holding it.
I asked because look over there.
There's a random glowy spot.
Isn't that an ether channel? It doesn't look too far. I'll go take a look and see if I can harvest some.
Wouldn't it make sense to go together?
Or I'll go with you.
For safety in numbers, maybe it would be better if we all try to stick together. Yeah. I second that assessment.
Okay then, let's do it right now.
On the field, there are green light sources called ether channels. Using them to fill up ether cylinders will come in handy for your adventure, so be sure to harvest them. Press A while near an ether channel to harvest its ether into an ether cylinder. Okay. Well, it seems my poor health has caught up to me tonight, when unexpectedly. Thought for sure tonight would be a fine night. So I'm gonna have to call this earlier than usual.
記録しておかないと。
So it is chapter 2 at all, after all.